Hello, my name is Dorothy, and this is my story about how I began my journey to Shincheonji, how I overcame many difficulties, and how coming to Shincheonji is the best decision I have ever made in my life. To be at a place where I can finally understand God's Word and His purpose, to meet people who share the same faith, and have the opportunity to share this Word to others is a blessing. But just like how there are tumbling rocks and thorn bushes to push through to get to the top of a mountain, I also had to overcome many personal trials on this journey. I first started off one-to-one study with my teacher and had many people who supported me in this decision, including my boyfriend of 4 years. He would sometimes ask what I'm learning, but he mainly focused on school and work. Then I transitioned to a small class, and that's when things started to change. He began to get frustrated that I was attending classes so often and didn't have enough time to see him. He began to talk negatively about the class and the people in it, even though he never even attended or met anyone there. It got to a point where he would pressure me to skip class and threaten to end the relationship if I don't prioritize him. I was still growing in my faith, so I was conflicted on what I was supposed to think. On the one hand, I valued my relationship and wanted to make it work. On the other hand, my faith will always be number one. Both he and I knew that. What struck me the most was why all of a sudden the class became an issue, whereas it wasn't before. Why would he use threat and aggression to make me turn away from the place I'm learning the most from? One of the most hurtful memories I had was when the class prepared a cake for me on my birthday, but he demanded that I leave the class early just to speak to him on the phone. As I entered Shincheonji, I was still in a relationship with him, and that was one of the most emotionally distressing periods I've ever experienced. During our phone conversations, he would repeat manipulating and confrontational words to me. The man that I knew and cared about for the past 4 years became someone I was actually afraid of. After 3 months of this tumultuous cycle, I made the decision to end the relationship. It was a freeing moment, and I felt a huge boulder off my shoulders. Not just because I was weary from the endless hostility, but I felt free to live a life of faith that I wanted to live. For the next several days, many thoughts and emotions swept over me. But the one most poignant thought I had and concluded is that anyone should be able to live out their faith walk how they choose to. And those who genuinely care about them will respect and support them. Each person is free to choose their own faith. It is a personal choice and a constitutionally protected right. The hardships I faced only made me stronger and more convicted in supporting religious freedom and respect for others. That is a model that I carried with me throughout my years at Shincheonji, and is something I hope that current and future believers will hold on to as well. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my story.